Welcome to Alex's A to Z, the show where I experienced hell of the bullet variety. Yes, 26 episodes a season, a letter an episode, a game a letter. Last time was Ikaruga. And we are back for Jay. As always, I am joined by Nick.
Hello.
IOI.
Goodbye.
And Hans.
But ye.
What are we doing today, Nick?
Today, Alex, we are playing our Game Club Game of the Month, Pummel Party, where we will be pitting 4 AIs representing each of our games against each other to see whose game you will be playing for the letter J.
I'm excited. Was that good?
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
Alex, you can cut that one in too.
So
Thanks, man.
who wants to go first?
Let's do it alphabetically. So, IY, start us off.
IY, what is your game?
My game is Jade Empire.
Good thing I had a backup.
Alex, what is your game? You're pink.
My game is Journey.
That's the one that I hate, isn't it?
I don't
Is
know.
it?
Jared, that's the one with the black figure with the cloak?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that game.
Cool.
Good thing it's not for Game Club then.
If this isn't picked, I'll pick it for Game Club.
Okay.
Hans, what is your game?
My game is Just Cause 4.
I really thought you were going to say Just Dance.
God, that's a long game, Hans.
Not really. If you like beeline it, it's not.
Let me tell you, I've beeline Just Cause games before. They're long.
Dude, Empire's going to be long. It's a friggin' BioWare RPG.
Oh.
So, my game is Jotun.
Spell that so we make sure. Okay.
Jotun.
What is it?
It's like Norse indie games, like a boss rush type thing. It's like just like I think it's like 6 bosses, but they're like the whole point is you're meant to die repeatedly and kind of learn the strategy.
So Hades.
Not Hades.
It's more like Fury,
Yeah, kind of like Fury. Yeah.
except Norse.
Minigames only, 4 players. Let's do this.
So I'm Bot Sam.
Yep, I'm Chris.
I'm Daniel.
My guy didn't even jump. He just let that laser hit him.
Sorry,
Nailed it.
got that time, Nick.
Good job, Jack.
I think I'm out. Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, wow. Absolutely dominant.
Oh my God, Alex rigged this game as well.
I can't rig this game. It's not my computer.
All right, man. Yeah. Go.
Why are you running into the corner? What are you doing?
Why are you backtracking on my own? Oh, what is? Oh. This
Oh.
AI is poor.
Okay, it was not designed for this. All right. It's all right. Yeah. Get out of there. My guy has so much space, but he can't use it.
Whoa.
Okay.
Screw straight guys, what are you doing?
Well, who did the little rotate? Oh.
Oh.
Wait.
Well, how are they so bad at this?
What? Why did they just fly right into a wall? What is everyone doing? What? This AI is trash.
Oh my god, this is amazing. This is exactly how I wanted this to go.
Wait, this isn't the fastest route.
What are they doing? It's proof that even.
Alex is literally just went straight to mine.
It's proof.
They're all just going straight into that wall.
It's proof that even AI can't handle inverted controls.
What is going on?
Oh, Nick's actually pulled ahead.
What are you
Nope,
doing?
you're all going. Oh,
Wait.
I went through. Oh, that rubber banding's bullshit.
Wait, my guy's
Oh,
just...
he's
Oh,
dead.
wait, no.
Oh, no. What?
It's like, I don't think I want that boost.
Why did it just drive straight into that one fucking rock every time?
Oh my god.
Well, what was about me being in last place, Nick?
What did I just witness? I just think people want AIs to drive our cars.
There
soon.
you go. Alex won, so what game did Alex play? Journey. So Alex will be playing Journey, which means good, because it means Hans won't have to play it for Game Club.
Yeah, thank God.
All right, over to you, future Alex.
Alright, another win for Alex. But that was your mistake, Nick. You picked Pummel Party. And currently, as of recording this, I am undefeated. But anyway, Journey. I have heard some things about Journey. I mean, it would have been hard not to back in the day when it first came out. But it was a PlayStation exclusive until 2019, where it finally got a PC port. And as I've mentioned in other videos, we've never had a PlayStation 3 or 4. So after the initial buzz and like all the hype that came out around it, I just ignored it. Like I do all PlayStation exclusives except Final Fantasy VII Remake. Please, for the love of God, come to PC. Because realistically, I'll never play them. So whenever I was looking up what I could pick for Jay, and saw that Journey was on Steam, I figured why not throw that into the hat. Have a wee look, see if I should have picked the PlayStation up just to play Journey. I can tell you right now, the answer would be no, because I'm not buying a bloody console to play one game ever. So let's talk predictions. From what I remember, the big gimmick of this game is that you explore the world. I'm not sure what the objective is, if it is just a pure exploration game, but you explore it with other people, but there's no way to directly communicate with each other. So my big question around that is, will there still be people playing this 2 years after the PC release? And if there's not, will that detract from the experience? But I'm not sure overall how I'm going to feel by the end of it. It looks like an exploration game, which is something I'm not typically a fan of. I want, objectives to work towards. But part of my thought process for picking games for this is to find something that I wouldn't normally play and throw it in because I want to experience new things. Sure, I might not necessarily like them, but it's always good to try new things. So I'll be optimistic and say I think I might enjoy this. It's hard to say, I'll be honest. I don't really know much about it outside of, what I've just said. So I can't really pin down my exact thoughts on how it's going to go. Guess there's only one way to find out, and that's go on a journey. Like, is the mountain the end objective? Is that where I'm supposed to be going? Oh, is that someone? Oh, hello. Oh, thanks, man. Showed me the achievement. Alright. Okay, those buildings are lit up now. Are we going into like a wooded area? Or am I reading too much into this sequence? I've got your back to me now? God. Alright, this is telling me basically nothing. So I believe I have lost my friend. Be interesting to see if I get a new one. Okay. Oh, is that someone? Someone's AFK, okay. Also, hang on just before I leave him alone. God, look how tiny their scarf is. Wait, if he's AFK, am I solving this puzzle for him? Is he going to have no input in this puzzle? And I'm going to, raise this mist thing all the way to the top and he's just going to be able to fly out? Without doing anything? I think that's what's going to happen. Also, I don't know how I would feel. Looking at it from that guy's perspective. Say I get called away for 5-10 minutes. Just pause the game. You come back and the level's completed. Like, it's a bit weird. Maybe before I leave this area, I'll go down and see if he's still there. And I keep saying he. Maybe I'll go down and see if they are still there, because, you know, could be anyone really. Yeah, I'll go down now. God, this is a massive room, Jesus. Oh, I wonder if it kicks them out. If you're AFK or if stuff starts to happen that you're not involved in. Don't see them. They must have left. Wait. Wait a second. Oh, okay, it's not the end. I thought this was the end because of the way it was dramatically panning round. But I think I still need to climb that mountain. Wait a second. Is this a never-ending story? So, like, when you climb that mountain and you get to the other side, is that then the beginning? Because you look and you can see the mountain. I know. I mean, like, I'm just sitting here going, that doesn't make any logical sense. It's a video game, but like, is the mountain so big and the world so like flat? I actually don't know how it would work, but that's my theory. You climb the mountain, you get to the other side, and you go down to the bottom and you start all over again to climb to the. What was this, a series of mountains? Maybe I should stop theorizing, because I have no idea what's going on in this game. I wonder if you're supposed to be alone for this, because this seems like a very lonely place. So it's just the start down there. I say that, and there's a player right in front of me. Do they also have a really tiny scarf? Ah, that would be why they have a tiny scarf. Oh, has he been seen again? He has. Get out of there. Oh. Farewell, my friend. You failed the stealth check. Some might say I probably should have waited for that person to catch up. But I mean, I failed the mechanic once. I got caught right in front of him, so he saw what would happen if he stood in the light. And then he got hit twice, so I mean, sometimes you just have to say goodbye. You never know, I might mess up something up here, you know, mess up a jump. That seems kind of impossible, but... Oh, do I get... Okay, here's another theory. Does this character then get promoted to like the council person, and then they guide the next journey? So then it does become a never-ending cycle of journey. All right. So this is in fact the end of the game. This is going to be a tough game to like break down and talk about. But that's a future me problem. So I'm just going to sit here and find out what's actually going to happen after the credits. So there's no post-credit scene. My theory was kind of right. You climb all the way to the top mountain, and then you get shot all the way back to the start, so you can climb up to the mountain to get shot all the way back to the start. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Also, that game was a hell of a lot shorter than I thought it would be. So yeah, that's Journey. That is Journey finished, and I found it a bit harder than usual to get my thoughts into words for this game. This is mainly due to it being an exploration game, and there not really being much story to it, and the best thing I can really start with is things that annoyed me a wee bit with the game. The first one is the movement, which is pretty big in an exploration game, since that's basically all you do is move and travel places. So the two issues I have with the movement are the lack of like a sprint or a button to make you walk even slightly faster would have been nice. Some sections of the game just felt really slow, like when you're walking up a hill or if you're walking on a flat surface. It felt pretty great when you're sliding down a slope. There's like entire sections dedicated to sliding downhill quite fast. So it feels weird that you can't really move that fast otherwise. The other thing I had issue with, which I can be more understanding about, is the fact that jump is tied to a meter on the scarf. And if you run out of that meter, you can't jump. Now, I don't know about you, but when I'm walking in a video game, just on a flat surface or up a hill or something, but I'm just walking, I'm not doing anything else, I tend to try and jump a lot. I don't know why. It's just one of those things. When I was walking up hills in this game, or if I was just walking, just spamming the jump button, getting the wee flash on the scarf reminded me, hey, you don't actually have any meter to jump right now. And I understand why they did it. It was just like, they need to show some kind of progression throughout the game. And what better way to do it than make your scarf longer for everything you find. But it didn't feel great at the start. Having no jump didn't feel great. It isn't a long game. I'm not sure if the objective of it is to have multiple playthroughs. And while I'm not 100% sure how the story would unfold in a second playthrough, I'm confident in saying that it doesn't change. Only thing that changes is you exploring more, I'm guessing, which for me didn't interest me at all, really. But coming back to the story, I had my theories while I was playing. I have no idea what the story is. I'm going to look it up once I talk about my theory. So all I have is it represents some kind of cycle. You start at the beginning, where you get control of your character. You climb the mountain after progressing through all the different levels. You turn into a star and you get sent back down to the beginning. So it kind of represents, to throw it out there, kind of rebirth kind of thing. It's like you work your way through your life. You get to the end, you turn to the star, you get sent back to the beginning, and you work your way through it again. That's basically all I've got. I have no idea what else it could be, but I'm going to have a wee look, have a wee quick Google, and see what it says. Alright, I had a look at Journey's Wikipedia page. Totally a legitimate source, by the way. Basically, it says that the planet and the civilization that inhabited it, which I believe is the people of the character you are, it was all destroyed by a war, which, I'll be honest, I completely missed. I didn't even think there was a war. And those floating things with the searchlight on their head, they are weapons left over from the war, and I didn't even factor them into my theory. I just assumed they were guarding the level kind of thing. They were the guard dogs of that section. Or they were guarding the mountain or something. Guess not. Then you climb the mountain, aided by the people in the white robes, turn into a star and land where the game starts. So I was thinking a bit too deep there with the whole cycle thing. According to Wikipedia anyway. But I essentially nailed it. If you ignore the fact that I was completely oblivious to the war backstory, it doesn't seem to be that deep. Which is a wee bit disappointing. I was kind of hoping it would be deeper, so I could be like, classic Alex, missing the deep story. But apparently not. Which is a shame, kind of a letdown. But first prediction, or question, really, rather than a prediction. Are there people still playing Journey? Simple answer. Yes. Yes, there are. Now, I can't say how populated it was back in the day. If you could play through the entire game with one person, or if you encountered 20 people through a playthrough. For me, I encountered 4. I only remember encountering 3, but the game says 4. It's supposed to show the usernames of the people you met at the end. However, I had like 4 bullet points, only 1 username, so can only assume that the game has a like weird issue displaying the Steam usernames. I know some games have trouble with that. And I came in, I was optimistic, I was kind of hopeful that I would enjoy this game. And while it did feel slow in some sections, I'm not going to sit here and say, you know what, I'm with Hans, I absolutely hate this game. But I'm not going to swing the other way and say, you know what, best game ever, 100% love this game. Parts of it were fun, parts of it were tedious. The whole gimmick of the game of like meeting people, that was pretty cool. The fact I now know there's no like deep hidden story to the game only compounds my lack of interest of exploring the world, I'll be honest. Even in my playthrough, I found myself not really caring about the hidden objects. Yes, it was pretty cool. The first guy I met instantly showed me where like the desert rose was. That was a pretty cool experience. Would I search the rest out? Nah. The only thing I did, it was not out of interest in exploring the world, was looking for the runes to expand the scarf and the jump meter. It was mainly so I could travel faster. When you jump, you can float, and I believe that is faster than just walking along the ground. So it makes sense that I would scan the area to try and expand that meter so I could jump more, so I could travel faster. I would say that was more out of necessity than my interest in the world. I am kind of torn. I don't really know how to feel about this game. It has some good moments, and it has some pretty boring moments, which I would almost argue is worse than bad, because at least with bad you have an experience, but with this I can't really call walking in a line experience. But in the Alex enjoyment rating, it is getting a delayed mauling.